This is Jeffrey, and Miriam stole her from me. Hey y'all, Amy here. Welcome back to the farm. I'm out here with little Danny boy, and the donkeys. So yesterday, y'all, I started a video. I filmed me making some homemade macaroni and cheese, and then I was going to come outside and film some more for y'all, and I never got to the last part of it. So I did the macaroni and cheese and I didn't finish it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here, the recipe for how I make the macaroni and cheese, and then I'm gonna bring you back and we'll see some animals. We're starting today in the kitchen because I'm making supper, and I want to show you really simple homemade macaroni and cheese that I make. I'm gonna put you over here. The lighting is not gonna be good. I'm sorry, that's just how it is in this kitchen. Okay, so what I did first is I got some water boiling in a pot over here, in a little pot, ta-da, for my noodles. I'm going to make 2 cups of noodles. I'm going to show you what I'm using. I use these. Okay, these are our favorite for macaroni and cheese. And then I take it out and I pour it into a container, so that's just the extra bag. Okay, so the water is boiling, or almost boiling. Then I'm gonna put the pasta in. I'm going to boil the pasta for 9 minutes. That's the easy part. Then, the other thing that I do, I have to see if I stand up, you can't see me. So I have to bend down, but that's okay. All right, so I've got some sour cream, and I like to go ahead and get my stuff ready to go before I mix up my cheese mixture or the stuff. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do here is open the sour cream. Okay, and do half a cup of sour cream. And have that dished out here and ready. Y'all, this is so easy. I make this all the time for the kids and myself. I really like it too. Do half a cup sour cream, and I'll leave the spoon in it. That way I can scrape this stuff out in a minute. Okay, so that's sitting here. I know you can't see it, but if I lower you down any more to see what I'm doing, I can't talk to you face to face. Okay, so then we're gonna do, I've got a 1 cup measuring cup, and we're gonna get milk. All right, we're gonna do 1 cup of milk here. This is goat's milk. You can use any milk. Okay, I already have my cheese grated. I didn't know that I was gonna video this. I hadn't planned on it, and I was like, you know what, I should video this. So I missed this part, but I grated a block of cheese. It's white cheese that I get from Azure Standard. So you want 2 cups of grated cheese. Put that over there. Okay, and then my water's boiling, so I'm gonna add my pasta. Okay. And I will set my timer for 9 minutes. If you want it a little more al dente, then do 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna get out and ready is my flour. I do about 2 tablespoons of flour, and I put it in a little bowl. And then I add some salt. I don't measure any of these things, so I'm gonna say, I don't know, half a teaspoon of salt. And then I use pepper. And I'm gonna say like a 1/4 teaspoon, drop that, of pepper. I don't know. And then garlic. And I'm gonna say, I don't know, like half teaspoon again of garlic. About. You're gonna season it however you want to, really. I'm gonna put in a little bit of onion powder, just a smidge, like a quarter teaspoon or so. This is kind of strong flavor. What I do at the end, which I'm not gonna show you at the very end, but I do my jalapeno powder from, I dehydrate my jalapenos, and then I have a spice grinder and I grind them into powder. And I don't add this first because some of the kids don't like the jalapeno flavor, but I'll sprinkle it on me and Brian's afterwards. Okay, so I have all that in a little thing here, and then I just mix that together, and that prepares that. Okay, and then the only other thing, see, I wasn't paying attention, you can't see my face. The only other thing I need is 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter in my pot. When your pasta over here has just a few minutes left, you want to start this on your butter on a medium heat. So we're going to melt the butter on medium heat. Once the butter has melted, like so, we're going to whisk in the flour and seasonings. And we're going to whisk it in until it's like starting to brown a little bit. We're going to pour in our cup of milk. And get that all combined. And once that's all combined, we're going to add in the sour cream. It combines pretty quickly. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna keep stirring, and we're not gonna stop stirring until it starts to thicken. So we're just gonna keep stirring. We're gonna not forget to stir our macaroni over here also. She needs to eat 6 o'clock.
Space feeding time.
Don't get her over the food now. I'm gonna hold her into the camera and show her. Come over here. Don't hold her near the food, but just hold her out so people can see. So here's the baby. Oh, your baby, I know, my goodness. She's doing good, y'all. She's doing good. I'll show you more of her in a minute. Okay, just keep stirring. All right, you hear that? That is the timer for the macaroni. How much? Uh-oh. Jack chewed up Daddy's crock. I see Lacey out there with it in the...
It chewed up. You want to be talking.
Levi, go make sure Jack doesn't have that chew. He won't get in trouble. Okay. Macaroni is dumped in the colander in the sink. This is now thickening up. Okay, once we've got it thickened, we're going to turn the heat from medium to low. And we're going to get our cheese. Got dumped in. And then get a wooden spoon. And we're going to stir in the cheese, and it's gonna melt into the sauce. Once I get the cheese all melted in, you can leave it on low if you want. I just turn it off. And then we're going to rinse our pasta in cool water. Once that's rinsed, we're going to add it to our cheese sauce here. Like so. Okay. Stir that in. And there we go. It's that easy. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm gonna put a lid on this. I'm gonna turn it on low, I think, and let it sit on low because Brian's not home from work yet. So I wanna make sure this stays warm for him. And then I've got barbecue chicken and broccoli casserole for supper tonight. So I realized that broccoli casserole does not go with barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese. I know, it sounds weird, right? But it's what I had tonight. Where is my lid for this pan? Okay, here we go. Use a different one. That's fine. Okay, so that's how I make really easy macaroni and cheese on a regular basis. And it's not horrible for you because I use, you know, organic ingredients, and yeah, it's not fattening, but it's not got like all that nasty artificial preservative junk stuff that comes in the box mixes. So, I mean, this is what we eat. Okay, so Levi, that just got in. Watch out, your toys are getting into this. Okay, so we're gonna eat our supper, and then afterwards, I'm gonna take y'all outside and show you the animals. Oh, but first I'm gonna show you Faye. Let's go see Faye for a minute. She's about to eat her supper. She might have needed a little bit more food. Look at that messy face. Baby, you're a mess. Okay, so that was yesterday, and now we're here today. And I have moved over here with Miriam's other goats. This is Jeffrey. I've introduced him before. Come here. He's her wether, which is a fixed male goat. He's a Nubian La Mancha, I believe. It's his mix. He's a big boy. Come here. Let's see how pretty you are, Jeffrey. Come show the people how beautiful you are. Okay, so this, Fred. Be nice, Fred. Be nice, Fred. Okay, so this one, messing with the camera over here. Come here, sister. This one, let me see if I can show you. This is sister. She was messing with the camera. She's so sweet. And then this is Daphne here. And Peaches. Peaches is the mama to sister here. And there's Jeffrey. There's Jeffrey. Say hi. Here, no, come here. Come here. You're cooking now. Come here, Jeffrey. 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 Come here. Put your face up here so that people can see you. Okay. So one of the things I was going to talk to you about just real quick, that's a goat butt, is that I had, yes, puking on me. Thank you for that. I had a couple of goats that I was waiting and watching to go back into heat because I had, as I mentioned, I had a boer buck here, and I think he might have been sterile, and I'm pretty sure he was, but I don't know because Willow is now at her time where she would have gone into a second heat, and she's not coming back in heat. I didn't notice a heat the first cycle. It's 18 to 21 days is a heat cycle for the goat, and she went that time frame, and at the point where she would have had one, I didn't notice one. I got hay pieces everywhere. And then it's been another full cycle again, and today I'm gonna start watching her again, and if she doesn't today, tomorrow, or the next day, then I'm gonna assume that she's bred. Jeffrey, please don't mess with the camera. So, come here, sister. Hi there. Oh, Jeffrey. Stop it. So, I have to show you. Carmela, I'm trying to show you. Come here, Carmela. I want them to see Carmela. Come here. Here, she's pretty. So, just a real quick side note. This is Carmela, and Miriam stole her from me. So, that's what happened there. My aunt told me about this goat that was available. Super sweet great goat that was available, that she knew somebody who was interested. And I messaged the lady immediately, and she was like, man, you are like just minutes behind someone else who also is interested. And if that person falls through, then I'll contact you. Well, she never contacted me, which meant that somebody else beat me to this goat by seconds. So then, y'all, I go over to Miriam's house for something, and she shows me her new goat. And I'm like, hey, that's the goat I wanted. You stole it from me. I was gonna get her. You were the one in front of me. And she was like, yeah, I didn't know. I was like, well, I didn't know. So, yeah, that's the story of how Miriam stole this goat from me. It's not actually stealing. I'm very well aware of that. She beat me to it. I'll say that. She beat me to it. Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. Okay, so now we're up under here. And I'm trying to show you a closer look at Daphne. Jeffrey here has to be here all the time. Daphne is being camera shy. She doesn't want to be seen. Daphne is half sister to Annabelle, I believe, because we got them from the same place at the same time, and they were the same age. They weren't sisters, but the lady there had one buck, so stands to reason they were half sisters, right? So anyway, that's Daphne. And anyway, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, the heat cycles thing. So Jeffrey wants to be part of this. So I say so all the time, sorry. So I've been watching for Willow's second heat, but this is also the time that Ginger and Diamond would be going into heat. As I told y'all in a video previously, Jenny, there was the three boers, Jenny, Ginger, and Diamond. Jenny already went back into heat, and I put her with my Nubian buck, Toby. And so, see, there I did it again, I said so. And now I've been watching for Ginger and Diamond, who went into heat at the same time, and Ginger is going back into heat this morning. So I'm gonna wait until she gets a little bit further along and seems to be into more of a standing heat, and I'm gonna put her with William Chester, which is Miriam's buck in here. He's over there. I'll show you him in just a second. So that will give me Nubian Boer babies. And if Diamond goes back into heat, I'm gonna put her with Fred. That would be a Boer American Pygmy mix. And I'm not sure that I've ever seen that before. I'll have to look that up. That would be an interesting mix. Absolutely adorable though. Jeffrey, do you have anything to say? Okay, it's nice. Yeah. Okay, so that's the next thing. William Chester with Ginger. I'm probably going to do that a little bit later today. I put them in my backyard just to have an open space that neither one of them are used to being in. And then I'll leave them together for like 15-20 minutes or so. And then that's it. That's all it takes. So, that's that, y'all. That is that. Yep. Okay. I'm done with chores for this morning, and I'm gonna go inside and feed the kids some lunch. Jeffrey, what are you doing? Did I tell y'all that he was a bottle baby? He was a bottle baby and a lap baby, and now he thinks he can still be a lap baby. Yes. He's like the face of the Chicken Daddy farm. Yes, he is. Yes, aren't you? Yes, their mascot. He's the mascot. Which they need goat in their name, don't they? Say, it's not all about chickens, it's about goats too. Yeah, they do. Okay. Alright. Jeffrey Dean. That's how his name is, Jeffrey Dean. A lot of the goats have middle names. Because, you know, when you're calling a goat and sometimes they're getting in trouble or something, you need to call them by their first and middle name, because that just makes sense. So Miriam's goats, almost all of them have middle names. Almost all of them. And I have some with middle names and some that don't as well. But this is Jeffrey Dean. Oh, that's Nanny. Are there? Her name is Nanny. Hi, dear. Hello there. She is... What breed is she? I forget what breed she is. Anyway, I am sure in the comments of this video, Miriam will say, and I'll pin that comment to the top so that you can see, if you're interested, what breed she is. Alright, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me yesterday and today. And until next time, Jeffrey, until next time, put out there so we can see your whole face. Say, one moment. Okay, say keep on the sunny side.